General Antonio Guterres saying funding for the WHO should not be cut, especially while the world is fending off coronavirus. This might be a good time to check your bank account. The Treasury Department says $1,200 coronavirus stimulus payments are going to be hitting accounts of more than 80 million people starting today. And you're listening to USA Radio News.
This report is brought to you by the College Board. The unprecedented spread of the coronavirus has closed schools across the country, some for the rest of the year. So what about the millions of high school students who have been working hard to earn college credits by taking advanced placement classes? The College Board has unveiled virtual supports for students, including free, live, and on-demand AP review lessons on YouTube, and the first ever online AP exams. Students can take the AP exam at home, on a device of their choice, in a safe, comfortable environment. Trevor Packer is the Senior Vice President for Advanced Placement and Instruction at the College Board.
We've surveyed AP students nationwide, and the vast majority want to take the exam. That's why we've set up a process that's simple, secure, and accessible. We want to make sure that every student has the chance to earn the college credit they've been working so hard for.
The 45-minute online exams will be given from May 11th through May 22nd. Makeup test dates will also be available. To learn more, visit cb.org.
Oprah Winfrey sounding an alarm about the seriousness of coronavirus and its disproportionate effects on the African American community. In the latest installment of her Oprah Talks COVID-19 series, Winfrey spoke with Hoda Kotb of NBC's Today Show about the impact of the illness on the black community, drawing attention to those suffering from pre-existing conditions.
If you are taking medications, I think it's important for African American, we to understand for ourselves that this is so serious. It's taking us out.
The April 15th tax deadline would normally hit today, but it's been extended for 3 months because of the coronavirus pandemic. But a new Harris poll out today finds only 43% of people surveyed are taking advantage of the extension and waiting until July to file their tax returns. This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world, one life at a time.
I attribute your product to keep me cold-free. I've been on it for at least 2 years. I have not had a cold since, nor have I ever had flu, and my health is good. So I attribute that to my good health. The product is excellent.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
As the restaurant business struggles during the coronavirus pandemic, many are trying to figure out how they'll operate when the country reopens. USA Radio Network's Tim Berg has more.
As stay-at-home and social distancing orders across the United States have slowed the spread of the coronavirus, they've put restaurant dining on hold, forcing many to close and leaving others barely surviving. Restaurant Impossible host, Chef Robert Irvine, tells Fox News some of the things restaurants can do to prepare and what we can expect as a new normal when it comes to restaurants after things are open back up for business.
Well, I think first of all, if you've got a big restaurant, you're going to fill a third of that. If you've got a small restaurant, you're probably going to fill half of it. The biggest problem we're going to face right now is customer or consumer confidence, number one. And number two is having to redirect all our thought process into what was is gone and what is new is brand new. New menus, new social distancing rules. What do we do in the kitchen to make the consumer feel comfortable? Is it masks? Obviously it's masks. We already wear gloves. Are we allowing people into the kitchen? Good question. Do they want to see that you're doing things safely? Yes, they do.
You don't have to wait for the top of the hour. You can listen to the news anytime by logging on to usaradio.com. For USA Radio News, I'm Wendy King.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Ocala's favorite garden spot, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, is open, and they can provide curbside delivery. Here's what you do. Go to bobwinescamelliagardens.net or check the full-page color ad. Then make your choices, call Bob Wines, and they'll have your order for curbside delivery when you're ready. This week, check out the BOGO on blueberry trees and plumbago, both buy one, get one free. Also this week, Bob has Bottle Brush, starting at just $15.99. Spring veggies in the jumbo 4-pack, they're only $3.49. Azaleas as low as $2.99. And Gerber daisies at just $2.99. Super low prices everywhere, all over this 5-acre garden. Everything for your lawn or garden, plus all important free advice, too. That's only at Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, daily 9 to 4:30, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
My fellow conservatives, please stay safe during this COVID-19 crisis. I'm Ryan Chamberlain, candidate for Congress. Here's my plan to protect us from future pandemics. First, stop doing business with communist China. Second, let's replenish our emergency medical stockpile and then pay off the national debt to keep our dollar strong. And finally, let's build the wall. I'm Ryan Chamberlain, and I approve this message. Now let's fire Nancy Pelosi and put America first. Paid for by Ryan Chamberlain for Congress, District 3.
Is the internet driving business to your business? Hi, I'm Michael Warren with Brick City Interactive. At Brick City, we've been putting the web to work for businesses since 1998. We want to help you too, whether you're a real estate office, law office, medical office, manufacturer, retailer, a church, even a radio station like WOCA. We love to help businesses grow, and we have the knowledge and experience to make it happen. We offer professional, affordable web design, mobile responsive websites, search engine optimization, social media marketing, web video and promotions, online advertising, and more. Whether it's time for a redesign or whether you want to kickstart your existing website, let us help. Mention WOCA and we'll give you a free, no-obligation search engine optimization report for your website. This free report will give you practical steps to increase your search ranking. It's our gift to you from Brick City Interactive. Call us today at 352-351-1131 or visit us online at brickcity.com.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Hey, this is Matt from Crossroad Auto Sales. I want to invite you to come over and check out our vehicles. All of our vehicles at Crossroad Auto Sales go through a rigorous 100-point safety inspection. We work with most outside finance companies, and we even have in-house financing available. Stop by today at 1800 Northwest 10th Street or give me a call at 690-6695. That's 690-6695. Crossroad Auto Sales. We won't leave you stranded at the crossroad.
The Paycheck Protection Program under the CARES Act provides 100% federally guaranteed loans to small businesses. Available to businesses with fewer than 500 employees. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Small businesses are encouraged to get, gather, and go. Get informed by visiting getgathergo.com. There you can gather the needed information and go apply as soon as the SBA program opens with local lenders. For info, visit getgathergo.com to get your business ready to apply.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. The well-being and safety of our residents is our top priority and at the heart of every decision we make. There are no visitors permitted in our center, but family members are encouraged to reach out by phone or Skype, Facebook or FaceTime. Everyone is screened daily and wears a mask. New guests are tested and quarantined for 14 days. The response to these measures has been overwhelmingly positive. Thank you for your support and partnership. We are Palm Garden.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine, guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi,
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I love vacations, but it's good to come home.
Is the pool overflowing?
We don't have a pool, and even if we did, it wouldn't be on the second floor.
Oh.
I told you before we left to turn off the water main.
I thought you said take down the weather vane.
We don't have one of those either.
Yeah, I was wondering why you said that. It does make more sense now.
Okay, genius, don't just stand there. Cut the main water off.
Okay, I'll go get the chainsaw.
Wait, what? No! What do we do when there's a plumbing issue?
Oh, I got this one. I'll be right back.
I said no chainsaw. Shut the water off and call Mike Scott Plumbing.
Of course. I definitely was not going for the blowtorch.
Uh-huh. The number should be etched in your memory, but just in case, 866-314-4443.
Okay, got it. 866-314-4443.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Really? A mariachi band?
WOCA.
Today rather cloudy and seasonably warm. High getting up to 88 to 94. For tonight, cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Low 67 to 72. Cloudy day for tomorrow, couple of showers and a thunderstorm. High 71 to 85. Thursday night, rather cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm in spots. Low 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Good morning. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome to AM Ocala Live on WOCA. And now, here's your morning host, Adam Micklin.
Good morning, everybody. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall this morning, this Wednesday morning. Moving through this week of April. Moving through this month of April. As we move to another Wednesday, another hump day, if you will. As we are streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. As we say, good morning, everybody. As we're moving through your week here, interesting week in that the conversation about when we can see the end or the backside of coming out of this COVID-19 shutdown, quarantine, world pandemic, hiatus to the world / so whatever you want to describe it. Everything everybody's going through, that's a big pain in the butt, but at the same time doing our part with personal responsibility to continue to flatten the curve and get through this expectation of world pandemic and move through to some normalcy at some point. Nonetheless, though, as it is Wednesday now, April 15th, tax day as it normally would be, although it's been pushed for a few months into the year just because of everything going on with the coronavirus and all that good stuff. So a little different altogether on that note. And in lieu of the IRS and everything else, if you did file your taxes already and you had the direct deposit, they said that another 80 million Americans should see that fall into the bank account today, as so many more Americans this week had seen the stimulus check happen into their account as well. So big week for that, big day for that, for people who are waiting still for that and everything else. But with the weather, as we've been talking yesterday, as we had Carol Ann Baldwin in the studio within the garden with Carol Ann, we were talking a lot about weather and rain and the expectation of some wet weather for the rest of the week. I don't know. I'm over it. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to bet against it. I'm looking at the radar this morning, just like it was yesterday, where it was somewhat ominous to come this way. I I don't know. If you live in Gainesville, you're going to get wet. Other than that, Ocala and south doesn't look like it. However, we are sitting 75 degrees with overcast, cloudy skies with winds just out of the south at 7 to 10 miles per hour. Now, today has a chance of thunderstorms, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm, and then possibly, and then something possible, and then possible of an inch, quarter of an inch possible if it rains, if that's possible. With a possible thunderstorm, it's possible. I don't know. Yesterday was a gorgeous day. It actually broke with some of the clouds, with some sky that showed some blue and some sun, and it was actually very, very warm yesterday. But a good, strong breeze blowing from the south-southwest, nonetheless, that helped it not be too bad as far as the humidity and everything else. But they're now just calling it 50% to 80%. So do you find a happy medium there and just say, oh, I don't know, 62.45%? I don't know. But anyway, right now, 50 to 80% for a chance for a possible shower and thunderstorm today. Who knows? I think it's a coin toss. I think it just depends on what the winds really allow it to do. If there's more moisture that comes off the Gulf that would be farther south along the coast, like near Tampa, that would develop some moisture that would build into something that would move possibly to get us some rain. But as of right now, everything is moving and staying more north as it moves to the northeast. As some areas that got some heavy rain yesterday throughout the Panhandle, through the Upper Peninsula of Florida, are continuing to see the same thing today, although we haven't gotten much of anything. We may get a little something. We may. It's a possibility. And that may move in tonight with showers and possibly a thunderstorm, mainly before 11 p.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 p.m. So, showers and possibly a thunderstorm before 11. Oh, real quick, after 11, there's a possibility of showers and thunderstorms too. It might rain tonight, folks. With the north wind 3 to 5 miles per hour, it's shifting. That's the difference. Is that the idea is with the shift in the winds, as it's right now out of the south-southwest, as it moves through, they're expecting it to become more westerly than north, and then northwest winds. That would be more of an opportunity for us to see a chance of rain, which is why the increase to tonight would be through about 80% chance of precipitation, with new rainfall amounts between a quarter of a half inch possible. That moves into Thursday with a 40% chance of more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, near 70 with the high. As now this is moving through as a little frontal bound to bring us some cooler temperatures. 60 degrees for the low tonight, 70 for the high tomorrow, and 60 for the low on Thursday night, and then we ramp right back up into the 80s for Friday, mid-80s Saturday, and mid-80s on Sunday. So there you go. With all of the days of the week remaining, all the way to Sunday with a chance of rain. Chance, possibility. And I say that because yesterday I was really expecting some kind of precipitation for the afternoon, as it was looking threatening to do so, but nope. Nope. And what's on radar this morning, just like it was yesterday, is just moving more north of us. So there's a possibility. That's all we can leave you with. It's just a possibility. As we roll through your Wednesday here, as we're halfway, going to get ourselves to the end of the day, halfway through the week of April, with it being April 15th. And the big thing is getting through this week, and ourselves on Friday, get to the weekend, so that way we can see what then is going to happen in lieu of all the numbers with coronavirus throughout the county, throughout the state, through nationwide, for the conversation that they're already starting to tickle about the idea of where we see ourselves at the end of April to maybe get back to some normalcy, to relinquish some of the expectations of all the shutdown and between essential and non-essential and all that stuff, to get ourselves maybe by May a little bit more back to a normal flow there, as we could see things kind of getting a little bit more kind of back opened up and all that stuff nonetheless. But with that in mind, it's a good show we got for you today. Great show we got for you today, actually, as we're going to be coming to the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. And after that, we've got a little bit to talk about to get the conversation rolling for this morning, this little cloudy morning. And then at 8 o'clock, of course, it's Live South Community Blood Centers with our morning chat with Galen from our proud sponsors, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center and Penn Flooring. And then from there, we'll move to news bits of news that you can chew as we touch on some things going through this week and within Ocala nationwide as we touch on some news bits. And then at 9 o'clock, stay tuned for On Top of the World, Robert Colin, as he'll be coming in to talk with us like he does there twice a month, which we'll be looking forward to, as sometimes it's a nice little redirection of the conversation from the coronavirus stuff. So we'll be looking forward to talking with him, like I said, like a little distraction from the conversation as such. However, at 9:30, stay tuned as we'll have Marion County Sheriff Billy Woods in the studio to talk with us more specifically about things going on within the community and within the perspective of law enforcement with COVID-19 and everything that's been going on and the job they've been doing. And we'll have him in the studio, which will be a pretty good Wednesday. And then after that will be 10 o'clock where we do our segment On This Day in History. And then after that, we'll round out the show with some good, fun stuff in conversation and who's it's and what's it's galore. As we're making our way towards the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, like we said, a little bit of an opportunity for some rain today, all that good stuff. And with it, we've got our phone lines open, 622-9622, as we encourage you to give us a call and let us know if you got any rain within the area there yesterday. And I'm curious because it's just like it's avoiding me altogether. As they say, we got some in certain areas yesterday, but I didn't see any. But then again, that's how that goes sometimes. But as we do make our way through today and the rest of the week with the expectation of rain, hopefully that'll keep the pollen count down a little bit, as it's been really, really high through the last few weeks with everything between tree, grass, and weed all itself, as they're reporting it to be very, very high. And this rain will help kind of deionize the air, minimize that a little bit. And like we said, for tomorrow, the temperatures to be down quite a bit, as we'll be hopefully nearing to get into high near 70 degrees tomorrow, as we do have another chance of rain with tomorrow. But nonetheless, we've got, like I said, good show for you lined up. And we will continue this Wednesday, this 15th of April. We are smack dab in the middle of the month, and that's a good thing where we're at, in lieu of the conversation that the government's having with maybe getting us back to some normalcy, as we talk about a little bit of that, a little bit of stimulus with the checks dropping in for another 80 million Americans today, and also with where we could see ourselves by Friday, as we're smack dab in the middle of the month, and where we were a month ago, I think is a little bit better as we reflect on that a little bit, but at the same time, where we could see ourselves at the end of this month nonetheless. So as you're listening to AM Ocala Live, I'm your host, Adam McEwen, as we thank you for listening. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We are broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. And as we make our way to the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, when we come back, we'll get the conversation rolling. And like you said, we'll have our phone lines open, 622-9622. WOCA Ocala, here at The Source. Stay tuned. We got a good show for you lined up. We'll be back right after this.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
News. I'm Chris Foster. The Trump administration is withholding funding for the World Health Organization pending a review of its response to the coronavirus outbreak in China. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo tells Fox's Sean Hannity.
We need the World Health Organization to do its job, to perform its primary function, which is to make sure that the world has accurate, timely, effective, real information about what's going on in the global health space, and they didn't get that done here.
More than 10,000 coronavirus deaths are now reported in New York City.
Authorities started including people who died without ever being tested. City officials now reporting nearly 4,000 probable deaths where doctors were certain enough to list COVID-19 on the death certificate. Officials acknowledge statistics based only on laboratory confirmed tests only fail to account for people dying at home before ever reaching a hospital.
Fox's Jackie Ibanez. America's listening to Fox News.
If you're a pro, Lowe's knows your job hasn't stopped. We're here to help with the supplies you need to make repairs and keep people's homes running smoothly at this important time. From our convenient curbside loading to job site delivery to savings on the products you need most, our focus is to help keep your business moving forward. Lowe's is open, and we're pro ready.
There will be parties again soon, and family gatherings. There'll be parades and sporting events and concerts. To help our communities when they come back together, respond to the 2020 census now. Spend a few minutes online today to impact the next 10 years of healthcare, infrastructure, and education. Respond online today to make America's tomorrow brighter. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chat. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Folks, we're proudly repeating this important announcement. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens is open regular hours Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4:30. The good news is that it's crepe myrtle time, and Bob Wine's has crepe myrtles. More than ever before, in more colors and sizes than you can imagine. Right now, for example, the big number 4 size crepe myrtle, regularly about $30, on sale at $24.99. Take your pick from a whole bunch of colors. You also want butterfly and hummingbird plants. A super long list available. Prices starting at just $9.99. Don't forget the tree sale. Bob has large trees up to 4 feet, starting at just $19.99. If you're considering a yard redo, let Bob Wines do the job for less and on time. Remember the place, Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. The well-being and safety of our residents is our top priority and at the heart of every decision we make. There are no visitors permitted in our center, but family members are encouraged to reach out by phone or Skype, Facebook or FaceTime. Everyone is screened daily and wears a mask. New guests are tested and quarantined for 14 days. The response to these measures has been overwhelmingly positive. Thank you for your support and partnership. We are Palm Garden.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Today, rather cloudy and seasonably warm. High getting up to 88 to 94. For tonight, cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Low 67 to 72. Cloudy day for tomorrow, couple of showers and a thunderstorm. High 71 to 85. Thursday night, rather cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm in spots. Low 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
WOCA.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I love vacations, but it's good to come home.
Is the pool overflowing?
We don't have a pool, and even if we did, it wouldn't be on the second floor.
Oh.
I told you before we left to turn off the water main.
I thought you said take down the weather vane.
We don't have one of those either.
Yeah, I was wondering why you said that. It does make more sense now.
Okay, genius, don't just stand there. Cut the main water off.
Okay, I'll go get the chainsaw.
Wait, what? No! What do we do when there's a plumbing issue?
Oh, I got this one. I'll be right back.
I said no chainsaw. Shut the water off and call Mike Scott Plumbing.
Of course. I definitely was not going for the blowtorch.
Uh-huh. The number should be etched in your memory, but just in case, 866-314-4443.
Okay, got it. 866-314-4443.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Really? A mariachi band?
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday as we're getting your day rolling here. As there's a little bit more blue sky, looks like, as we are basically moving through an opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms possible today, as they were giving us about 75 degrees and overcast skies, although here at the Paddock Mall we're broadcasting live. It looks like a little bit of that is breaking up a little bit, and I see some blue sky behind it as the sun starts to come up more and more. We have a south wind at 7 miles per hour. Now, the chance of rain today is 50 to 80%. Possible thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Now, if they said it's a possibility for a chance of rain, and if it does rain, it could see new rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch possible. And we'll just wait and see on that as far as that goes. But there's your weather for the moment. As we move through today, April 15th, smack dab in the middle of the month, it's a little bit that's happening within our community here, and enough to get the conversation rolling, get our day started here nonetheless. As as we move on through towards the discussion about what happened with the school board choosing, if you will. It says here, so with the school board chooses Gullett as their first ever appointed superintendent. It says Marion County, members of the Marion County School Board unanimously chose Dr. Diane Gullett to be the first ever appointed superintendent starting this fall. She serves as Deputy Superintendent of Clark County Schools in Las Vegas, Nevada, the country's 5th largest school district, with 323,000 students and over 42,000 employees. As with 30 years in public education, she will lead Marion County's 43,000 students and 7,000 employees as its top educator starting in November. She will replace currently elected Superintendent Dr. Heidi Mayer, who took office in 2016. Gullett holds a doctorate in educational leadership, specializing in business administration from the University of Central Florida. She served the Orlando area and Orange County Public Schools for almost 19 years, first as an elementary school dean, then rising through the ranks to become area superintendent. And she moved to Nevada in 2018 for the number 2 spot there. The Marion County appointment is her first superintendent position. Using the national search firm Ray & Associates, 47 candidates completed steps to be considered for the Marion County top educator position. That firm narrowed the list to 12, which school board members then considered and then ranked. To the top 3 candidates were scheduled for interviews, with one dropping out in the running. The final 2 had been Gullett and Dr. Heath Morrison, as it went through 3 interview sessions to determine who would be offered the job. And it says here, quote, "I am truly honored and humbled, and I greatly look forward to the opportunity to work with all of you and this entire community." As Gullett told school board members this morning via telephone, it says, "I know this is a big decision for the community," she had added. And last year, Marion County voters approved a measure directing school board members to appoint future attendees. Gullett is the first appointed superintendent for Marion County Public Schools and only the third woman to lead the district in 151 years. Some more information there as the school board has chose Diane Gullett to be the first ever appointed superintendent starting this fall. So a little news within the community there. And then on a side note, just to give, or a more of a sad note as such, was to talk about the news with 60-year-old Hank Steinbrenner, who passed on Tuesday in Clearwater. His family owns the Kingsman Stud Farm in Ocala. It says here that Hank Steinbrenner was a lot of things: New York Yankees owner, thoroughbred breeder, car enthusiast, secret philanthropist, rock and roll guitarist, but some who knew him in Ocala, he was simply a friend. As Steinbrenner, the oldest son of George Steinbrenner, passed away Tuesday at the age of 63, one of the controlling partners of the Yankees, along with his siblings Jessica, Jennifer, and Hal. He died in Clearwater after a long-standing health issue, according to a team press release. He gained national attention with his role with the Yankees and expanded as his father turned over control of the team in the late 2000s, including his year as the public face of the team before his brother, Hal, took over that role. It says, but for Jim Scott, who first met Hank Steinbrenner in the 1980s at the family's Kingsman Stud in Ocala, he was always Hank. It says here, quote, "Hank was a very special guy. He was one of the smartest people I've ever known and one of the kindest. He helped more people than anyone will know," said Scott, who started working at Kingsman in his 20s and eventually worked there for more than 30 years before retiring in 2018. He remembers walking alongside Hank Steinbrenner and current Ocala Breeder Sales President Tom Ventura during those early days at Kingsman. The two bonded over their love of classic cars, and Hank was especially fond of his 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible and Hemi-powered 1971 Dodge Charger that are still stored at the Ocala farm. It says here, quote, "He loved my kids like they were his own, and they loved him. They call him Uncle Hank to this day," said Scott. Scott also remembered Hank's sense of humor. He was a prankster. It says, quote, "My favorite memory of him was back in the 80s where Mr. Steinbrenner was in his prime. He was tough and I was young. Tommy Ventura was in the office with all of us, and Mr. Steinbrenner was mad about something. He was chewing us out," Scott remembered. Hank pulled out a recorded laugh box and played it into the telephone's earpiece. Mr. Steinbrenner came apart, started yelling, "You guys think this is funny? Of course." Hank was gone by then. That's the kind of prankster he was. It says, but Hank Steinbrenner also learned the virtue of quiet charity from his father, who often swooped into anonymously to help people. Some of the senior Steinbrenner's charitable acts came to light only after his 2010 death. It says, whenever he saw an opportunity to help, he was there, Scott said. "In my position, I served as Mr. Steinbrenner's conduit lots of times. He told me, if more than two people know you did it for the wrong reason. Always do it for the right reason." Hank learned that, and his brother Hal is cut from the same cloth. Among his many interests was soccer, which led to a stint coaching at Vanguard School in the 1980s. He spent a lot of time in Ocala those days, and I don't remember the circumstances, but the opportunity came up for him to coach soccer, Scott said. He loved soccer. He was a huge soccer fan. He was a good coach, and I think it was because the kids loved him. It says Hank Steinbrenner played soccer at Central Methodist College in Missouri. This is Lonnie Powell, Executive Vice President and CEO of the Ocala-based Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, said that the Steinbrenner family has played a huge role in the local thoroughbred industry since establishing the farm in 1969. He loved the game. Not only did he understand the breeding and the business of it, but he loved the racing as did his dad, Powell said. It says Hank Steinbrenner was a longtime member of the Ocala Breeders Sales Company board. And it says here, quote, I know was close with Tom Ventura and was something of a mentor to him. We both attended the University of Arizona Racetrack Industry Program, and he would always talk about Hank, Powell said. Ventura was not immediately available for comment on Tuesday, but Hank Steinbrenner is survived by his daughters Jacqueline and Julia, sons George Michael IV and John, and granddaughter Annabelle, and his 3 siblings. So just a little somber note, as Ocala has such huge connections with everything that goes on with the horses and such. And what that means is within the community and the horse community itself, that spawns a lot of relationships, close relationships, not only to the people within the community, but the community itself. And they lost a friend there on Tuesday as Hank Steinbrenner, 63 years old, passed away. So thoughts and prayers to the family there with everything, as we mentioned that. So as we're moving to this middle of April here, as we're moving through, like we said, smack dab in the middle of the month, an expectation is to see maybe where the conversation can go about getting ourselves back to some normalcy, as President Trump was looking to make it more of a governor-type decision in the idea of having them choose to whether or not to open up their states. As Trump says, he'll speak to all 50 governors and will be authorizing reopenings. States disagree on his role. It says out of Washington, President Donald Trump embraces a less confrontational tone with the nation's governors Tuesday, asserting he wouldn't, quote, force states to reopen during the coronavirus pandemic, a day after he claimed he had an absolute authority to do so. Though at times he echoed his claims of authority, which had been widely criticized by governors, lawmakers of both parties, and constitutional scholars. Trump said he would speak with each governor about reopening their economies this week, and signaled that he would support any state that decided to maintain lockdowns past May 1st. Says the governors are going to be running their individual states. Some of them will say, no, I cannot open. And some of them may last longer than even would think, Trump said to Rose Garden. It says, I'm not going to put any pressure on any governor to reopen. Still, Trump said he would be authorizing states to reopen, potentially before federal social distancing guidelines are set to expire at the end of the month. That remark appeared to mimic his earlier claim that the president has absolute, quote, absolute authority to reopen the country from the economic stranglehold caused by the deadly coronavirus. And it says here, quote, I will then be authorizing each individual governor of each individual state to implement a reopening, that he had said. So with that, governors who for weeks have been enforcing a near total shutdown of the country, vowed that they would determine when and how the country would return to work. The federal social distancing guidelines Trump announced last month likely influenced state officials, mayors, and schools, but they were not binding. This is Republican and Democrat chief executives pushed back at Trump's initial claim of authority, saying that they would not relinquish responsibility for deciding when to unwind a patchwork of restrictions aimed at slowing the spread of the coronavirus that has claimed more than 23,000 lives in the U.S. and infected nearly 600,000. As, quote, we do not have a king in this country. We do not want a king in this country, said New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, said Tuesday, adding that state authority was a basic principle of the Constitution, that there are laws and there are facts in this wild political environment. The president is clearly spoiling for a fight on this issue. This is no time for politics. This is no time to fight. As legal experts also said that the Constitution does not give a president the type of power or complete power Trump described. Okay, increasingly, though, states have been exerting control and, in some cases, consolidating their authority and plotting their own return to business. This is part of the consortium of 7 northern states. Cuomo cautioned that the country must move carefully in easing social distancing or risk a rapid reemergence of the virus that has killed more than 10,000 in New York alone. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer said she is consulting with other Midwestern states about that path forward. And here, quote, the government does not get opened up via Twitter, Whitmer said, referring to the Trump's preferred method of governing and communication. It gets opened up at the state level. Now, on the West Coast, California, Washington, and Oregon have formed their own strategic alliance in a run-up to reopening. It says here, quote, the West Coast is guided by science, spoken by California Governor Gavin Newsom, who had tweeted, quote, we issued stay-at-home orders early to keep public healthy. We'll open our economies with that same guiding principle. California, Washington, and Oregon will work together on a shared vision, which is focused on health, not politics. Now, with that being said, there's an idea there that Trump calls state challenges a mutiny. Trump, meanwhile, foamed on Twitter Tuesday, referring to the state challenges as a mutiny. Quote, a good old-fashioned mutiny every now and then is an exciting, invigorating thing to watch, especially when the mutineers need so much from the captain. The president wrote, too easy, exclamation point. It says Trump rankled governors Monday night, declaring that he alone was authorized to roll back social distancing policies and restart the country's dormant economy. Quote, the president of the United States calls the shots. Trump said, when somebody is the president of the United States, the authority is total, end quote. Now, but the pushback was nearly immediate, with some of it coming from unlikely sources, as Republican New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu late Monday said the responsibility for unwinding stay-at-home orders rests with the states, and, quote, all of these executive orders are state executive orders, as he told CNN. Therefore, it would end up to the state and the governor to undo all of that. Now, beyond the states, some of the president's Republican allies in Congress dismissed Trump's declaration of absolute power. Quote, Constitution and common sense dictates that these decisions be made at the state level, Senator Marco Rubio, who had tweeted Tuesday. So the conversation is rolling. Of course, it's always hit with a little head of disagreement, right? As always. As we got a caller. Good morning, WOCA. You're on the air.
Good morning. Hey, I've been watching I don't know what you call it, the Corona updates every day, with the president and the team.
Yeah.
And I think he does a lot of this just to irk the media, because the media is at those conferences. They don't ask the questions as, what are we doing for this, and what are we doing for this to help reduce? It's always an attack on Trump.
Exactly.
And I don't care if that was Obama up there. It is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Not one question is, I'm really, really proud of the U.S. government for getting the stimulus checks in people's bank account by the 15th. I woke up this morning and I had money in my account.
Yeah.
I mean, and it took a lot of people, and Trump stands up there and says, I don't do this. This is a lot of people. But you guys don't give any of these people credit. You don't say how good they're doing, how we got the military hospital. Yeah, I get tired of hearing this because it goes out every day the same thing. But it has to, because the media never tells the good. It doesn't tell how they got all this equipment to all these different areas, all these gloves, and how it doesn't. I was watching the other day, and Trump put up, and McGallen was saying yesterday how he thinks it's comical, and I watch it. I watch it because it's comical. It's the best thing on TV from 5 to 7, because he tears the media up. He says, "Shut up, don't talk. I don't want to hear you." Yeah. But because the guy won't shut up, keeps asking the same question. Yesterday he said, "If you don't stop, I'm going to leave."
Yeah,
and I was just waiting for him to walk off. But it doesn't help our country when the media cannot work in tune with the government. Right. And the other day he had these things up there, and I guess the New York Times wrote an article how everybody's dying because Trump didn't put his order in place fast enough. Yeah. And he I guess he had to defend that, so he put like a 5-minute slide presentation or video clip with the media saying, "Oh, this virus is ridiculous," and it was like, "See, we don't need to shut the country down because we got 4 people sick." And he had all kinds of these clips. And one of the reporters says, why? This looks like a professional campaign thing. He says, no, I got like 200 or 300 more of these of you guys saying this stuff. I mean, but it's so bad that they can't just ask the questions that we want to hear. Now, it probably wouldn't make it exciting, and we probably would turn it off and nobody would watch it. But it was funny because as soon as he did that, CNN cut the conference, they cut the conference so you couldn't see it anymore. And they said that it was propaganda, but it was that they didn't want to hear it.
Right.
But I think CNN people might have wanted to see it. So they're censoring what the public is seeing. So I'm sure all the people from CNN just turned into Fox. But it's
true.
just so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It's comical, but it's stupid.
That's right. Well, we got to go to a break. Thank you very much, darling. Appreciate it. I agree with you there tenfold, but we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll keep that conversation rolling. Life South Community Blood Centers. You're listening to WOCA, Ocala.
Coronavirus restrictions would end. President Trump says now he's not going to put any pressure on state governors making their own decisions. Fox's Gernal Scott.
President Trump says his plan right now is close to complete, and the conversation with governors is coming.
Probably on Thursday, a meeting by teleconference, and a lot of things will be discussed, and some of the details will be discussed.
He also lashed out at the World Health Organization.